Once upon a time, there lived a rickshaw man in a poor small village. He was so disappointed by his life, in the sense, he was so upset he didn't get many rickshaw rides, so didn't get much income, his children refused to go to school, his wife used to quarrel with him every now and then, and he was feeling miserable about his own life. His problems aggravated, and it came to a boiling point that he could not keep the burdens with him. One day while he was passing by with all these issues in his head, he saw Gautam Buddha preaching a sermon to a group of disciples. The rickshaw driver thought that he must unveil his difficulties to Lord Buddha, so he stopped the rickshaw and waited patiently until Lord Buddha finishes his sermon. After an hour, Lord Buddha finished his sermon, and his devotees worshipped and bowed to Lord Buddha and went away. Then Lord Buddha, having seen the rickshaw driver with a sunken face, asked him to come. Then the sad rickshaw driver unveiled his difficulties to Lord Buddha and asked him, "Dear Lord, what's the worth of human life?" The compassionate Lord Buddha smiled and gave him a shining stone and said to the rickshaw man, "Go and find the value of this stone. Go to different places and tell them that you want to sell this stone, and figure out how much will they like to offer for this stone, but remember, don't sell the stone to anybody." The rickshaw driver was so puzzled by Lord Buddha's reply, but without saying anything, the rickshaw driver first went to the market and went to a small fruit seller. The rickshaw driver asked the fruit seller, "I want to sell this stone. How much do you think this stone is worth?" The fruit seller took the stone to his hand and looked at it, then looked through the sunlight to see how it shines, and told the rickshaw driver that "I can offer a dozen of oranges for this." The rickshaw man said, "Fine, I will get back to you if needed," and took the stone from the small fruit seller and went away. While going all over to find the value of the stone, the rickshaw driver saw another fruit seller who sells fruits in a large scale and thought he might offer a higher price, so went to the large fruit shopkeeper and told him, "How much do you think this stone is worth?" The large-scale fruit seller took the stone to his hand and looked at it, then looked through the sunlight to see how it shines, and told the rickshaw driver that "I can offer 2 dozen of pineapples for this." The rickshaw man said, "Fine, I will get back to you if needed," and took the stone from the large-scale fruit seller and went away. The rickshaw driver, after going all over, saw a vegetable vendor and went to him and asked, "How much do you think this stone is worth?" The vegetable vendor also took the stone in hand, looked at it, and looked back through the sunlight, and said, "Take a sack of potatoes and leave this shining stone with me." The rickshaw driver was not satisfied with the vegetable vendor's answer and told him, "I will get back to you if needed," and took the stone from the vegetable vendor and went away. Likewise, he kept on asking several people but didn't get a satisfactory answer. The rickshaw driver was so fed up with this and thought to give up, but Lord Buddha's words reverberated in his mind and decided not to give up. So he continued his search. Then he went to a goldsmith and showed the stone to the goldsmith. The goldsmith, like all others, took the stone and looked at it through the sunlight, gauged its value of the stone. The goldsmith was amazed by the shine of the stone and said, "Sell me the stone for 1 lakh of gold coins." The rickshaw driver was surprised to hear this offer, but he refused this offer. The goldsmith then got ready to pay him 5 lakhs of gold coins. Still, the rickshaw driver refused the offer. The rickshaw driver continued to tell that "My teacher has told me not to sell this stone to anyone," and went away from the goldsmith. Then the rickshaw driver was thinking about what to do. He was thinking about whether to go to Lord Buddha or continue his search. Then he decided for the last time where would he go. When he was wondering and walking ahead, he saw a diamond merchant's shop. Then he decided to go there. Finally, the rickshaw man went to the diamond merchant and showed him the stone, and asked him, "What can you offer me for this?" As soon as the diamond merchant saw this beautiful and shining stone, he could not believe it. He was mesmerized by the beauty of the stone. Like all others, he too took the stone to his hand and gazed through the sunlight, and the merchant took a special gadget to gauge its value further. Then the diamond merchant firstly asked the rickshaw man to come into the merchant's shop and asked him to sit. Then laid a red velvet cloth and placed the stone on it and bowed before it. "From where did you find this precious stone?" asked the merchant. The diamond merchant further said, "This stone is so precious. Even after selling the whole world, we cannot estimate the worth of this ruby stone." "This is priceless and invaluable," said the merchant. The rickshaw driver got puzzled and astonished. That's because of the variety of experiences he just had with different people in regard to this stone. He was so shocked and thought twice. Then he decided to go and meet Lord Buddha. He told the diamond merchant that he will take the precious stone, and took the precious stone from the red velvet, and told the diamond merchant that he would sign out for now, and if needed he would get back to the diamond merchant. The rickshaw driver went straight back to Lord Buddha. Then he unveiled the entire story to Buddha and asked him, "Lord, please tell me now, what is the worth of human life?" Buddha smiled and replied, "You see, my friend, the small fruit seller quoted 12 oranges for the stone, the large fruit seller quoted 24 fruits of pineapples, and the vegetable vendor said 1 sack of potatoes. Goldsmith valued the stone at 5 lakhs of gold coins, and finally, the diamond merchant said that this stone is invaluable. The same is true for human life. In fact, you are a gem," Lord Buddha further told. "But people around you will value you according to their status, knowledge and capacity, but do not worry, as in this world, the precious stone called the diamond will also identify and find your true value one day." In life, the true worth of something cannot always be measured by its monetary value. The rickshaw driver went to different people to find the value of the shining stone, but each person offered a different price for it. Some even offered a sack of potatoes. The true worth of the stone was not determined by the amount of money it could fetch, but by its intrinsic value, its beauty and rarity. Similarly, in life, we should not always measure the value of something by its material worth. Relationships, experiences, memories, and feelings cannot be bought with money. They are invaluable and priceless. We should learn to appreciate and cherish them for what they are, rather than just their monetary value. Furthermore, the story also teaches us that patience, persistence, and determination are essential qualities to possess. The rickshaw driver did not give up in his quest to find the value of the stone, despite facing disappointment and rejection from different people. He persisted and eventually found the true value of the stone. Similarly, in life, we may face challenges and obstacles, but if we remain persistent and determined, we can overcome them and achieve our goals while achieving life beyond goals like strengthening relationships and so on. Also in life, people will understand your value as much as you will value yourself. If you underestimate your worth, then you will get less from this world, and if you feel yourself worthy, then you will get more out of this world. Most of the people just allow anyone to evaluate their worth, but people who know their true value will just refuse to accept the opinions of others. They refuse to be defined by anyone because they know that their value is set by themselves, not based on someone else's opinion of what they are worth. Therefore, don't let people put a price on you, and you must learn to set your own price by yourself, as you are as precious as the valuable stone, and don't get anybody to put you down. Because life beyond goals is what matters more than the numeric price label on some object.